Two major TV shakeups. Comedian Jon Stewart tosses fans a curveball, revealing his plans to pack up and leave The Daily Show. And NBC suspends anchor Brian Williams.
This show doesn't deserve an even slightly restless host. In my heart, I know it is time for someone else to have that opportunity.
Stewart surprised his audience by revealing his plans to exit The Daily Show.
17 years is the longest I have ever in my life held a job by 16 years and 5 months.
The fake news funny man's knack for putting a satirical and sometimes critical slant on the headlines earned him a loyal following. And the who's who of Hollywood and Washington took note, sitting down with Stewart to reach what some call a plugged-in and politically savvy audience. The host's decision to move on is an emotional one.
What is this fluid? What are these feelings?
But it's no shock that Stewart's interests extend beyond the desk. He made his directorial debut with the real-life drama Rosewater, which premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival. Still, the 52-year-old isn't hinting at what he'll do next.
I don't have any specific plans. Got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of things in my head.
No date has been set up for Stewart's departure. He could stay on until September. As for the future of The Daily Show, that's still up in the air. Comedy Central has not revealed if Stewart will be replaced or whether the show will wrap for good. Another familiar TV face is leaving the airwaves, for now anyway, only for a very different reason. NBC has suspended news anchor Brian Williams without pay for 6 months as the network launches an investigation into Williams' now discredited story about riding in a helicopter that was hit by a rocket-propelled grenade in Iraq more than a decade ago. The news anchor has admitted the tale was inaccurate, and he has apologized. It was 3 years ago today that Whitney Houston was found dead. Now her daughter is struggling to survive. More now in the tragic family connections. On this, the 3rd anniversary of Whitney Houston's death, the iconic singer's daughter remains in a coma. While reports had swirled that Bobby Christina Brown's family was planning to take her off life support, allowing her to pass away on this somber date, a lawyer for the relatives has dismissed the claims, saying the Brown family is still praying for a full recovery. Meanwhile, police in Georgia have now confirmed that a criminal investigation into the case is underway. This as reports surfaced that a 911 call was made by Brown's neighbor a week before she was found unresponsive in a tub. It's believed authorities were alerted to a possible domestic dispute between Brown and her boyfriend, Nick Gordon. The circumstances surrounding Houston's death are eerily similar to what sent her daughter to the hospital. The singer, who was found lifeless in a bathtub, died of an accidental drowning after suffering a heart attack brought on by a drug overdose. Houston was 48. With shockwaves still being felt following Kanye West's criticism of Beck's win over Beyonce at the Grammys, John Legend is taking an extra step to distance himself from the rapper. In a lengthy statement to Us Weekly, Legend says, in part, #1 on iTunes, beating out Sam Smith and Taylor Swift. And remember, you can always find the latest entertainment headlines on Twitter at @NthCity. What should be album of the year doesn't mean that it's not amazing music. I mean, this guy has been pumping it out since the early 90s and doing great things and changing his image over the years so much. Because if we remember, so respected, and I love that his album sales went up to #1 on iTunes, beating out Sam Smith and Taylor Swift. Because the same thing happened to Arcade Fire when a little-known band won album of the year, and then it boosted their careers. So
well, Gene Simmons on the red carpet even said to Dina that